to me. Okay, so let's try to solve this. This is the second half of the test from started on Sunday. Okay. Hey, Ritvik. Well done, Mimi, Jaylee. Good to see you, Jaylee. Ben, excellent. Adira. Standard deviation is the spread from the mean. So the mean over here is 3.5 for both of them, okay? This guy is 3.5, and this guy is also 3.5. And how spread out it is. So this guy, how different, how much distance there is from 3 to 3.5, 2 to 3.5. You can clearly see there's there's more distance, right? And if you're still having trouble, we'll talk about this. Hey, Casey, Hafsa, Sargun, Mayuka, excellent. Aha, okay, Vic, yes. Yeah, now I got it. Yes, so you were, gotcha. Now I remember. Perfect. Okay, so yes, it's more spread out. Exactly right. It's more spread out. Okay, so that's why the means are the same, right? One other way to find out is you can just add these together and then divide them by 6. That's the mean. But you can also visually see 3 and 4, the mean is 3.5. This and 2 and 5 is 3.5. 1 and 6 is 3.5, right? So the mean is 3.5. Means are the same. Immediately you're going to cancel these two, and then the standard deviations are same. So A is the correct answer. Let's move on, guys. We got a whole packed session today, and we're going to solve this as quick as possible. Okay. This is, of course, unlike our practice sessions where we spend more time delving into problems, right? Again, this is recorded. So if you're having trouble with this, watch it again. Okay. So let's move on and try this next problem now. Okay. Let's get going here. And here the formula is just new is equal to old times 1 plus the percent. Okay. Well done, Vic, Mimi, Ben, excellent. Mayuka, welcome to the session. Very good. Jaylee, excellent. So this is the formula, guys. This is all you need to use, right? The sale price, the old original price is asked. So this price is asked of a view. Remember, this price is asked. Okay, be very careful. This price is asked, and this is given to you. So you're going to do 18 is equal to old, which is right, which is asked of a view, times 1 plus or minus the percent, right? So it was in sale, so it's going to be minus 40%, right? This is exactly what you got to write down. And if you don't know this, email me. But the best thing is it's all in the boot camp. Okay, so therefore the old is going to be 80 over 0.6. Okay, and let's see what is 80 over 0.6. 18 over 0.6. Okay, so that gives you 30, right? That gives you 30, and so this is the correct answer. Okay, so yes, very good, Mimi. That's exactly what you got to do. If you're using any weird method other than this, it's wrong. Okay, so just do that. Okay. All right. Good to hear. Good to hear, Vic. Okay, Giorgio. Have a nice one. All right. Yes, 1 minus 0.4 makes it 0.6. Okay, so this is 18 divided by 0.6 right over here. Okay, if you have trouble, email me. Even the people who are taking this, the new people who are watching this for the first time, right? Just email me because we got to move on. This is all covered, by the way, in my Zoom sessions. Okay, in my boot camp. So all of this becomes super easy to solve once you understand it. But just email me. Of course, my usual people who have participated in the boot camp, no need to tell you. You already know what the deal is. But people who are taking it for the first time, watching it for the first time, who weren't here on Sunday, for them, just email me, and then I'll explain to you exactly what's going on. But guys, this is kind of like a fire hose concept, right? Like some of the things you will understand, I hope you understand everything, but there's going to be some pieces where it might get a bit confusing for you, right? But that's okay. You just see what you can, and then I'll explain later because other people also are wanting to solve it. Okay, so let's get this going. Well done, Vic. Well done, Mimi. Excellent, Sargun. Okay, I like it when people are super excited about it and you solve it. Sage, well done. Good to see you. Joel, good to see you as always. Super, super easy, right? All you got to do is see what's going on, right? Exactly. So I think this one is super easy, right? Let's move on, right? Column A, B, and C, which one it shows a decrease, right? All of these are, this is clearly only this dark one is increasing. So that's gone, right? Which is it, C. C is gone. So anytime there's C, so, and the others are clearly decreasing, both of them, right? So that's why C is the correct answer. Okay, perfect. Let's move on to the next one. A little bit different question here. Let's see how we can solve this one. Okay. Okay. Well done, Salim. Well done, Mayuka. Rosie, good to see you. Well done. All right. So this part is easy. Again, guys, this whole test, right? Now you will start getting tired if you haven't started actually taking the whole test. And if your test is in September or in October, you should start taking the full tests, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna get exhausted when you actually take the full test. Okay, try to solve this now. It should be easy. Okay. Okay, getting a variety of answers here. Take your time. You're asked, what is the ratio, right, of all the 3 colonies, right, of all of these? So you're just gonna have to add this guy, and this guy, right? And in the 8th, this guy, and this guy. So tell me what is the total here, or at least find out for yourself what's the total here roughly, and what's the total gonna be over here, okay? So here you've got 80, you've got maybe 65, and 60, right? So I'm going to write down 80 plus 65 plus 60, right? This is 80, 65, 60. You add this up, you get 205, right? That's this guy. Now try to find out what is this. Wow, nice, nice, excellent. So most of the people are getting it. And then what is this going to be, right? It's 20. This guy is roughly 20. That's good. And 10. And then what is this? 50, right? So you can easily see 20 plus 10 plus 50 is 80. So you get 80, 80, and 205, right? So 80 is to 205, right? It's roughly, you can see it's 2 to 5, right? So look at it. That's the answer. Remember, it's super easy. All you just got to do is sometimes just add this, right? We got a whole section on reading data, right? How do you read these charts? So, right, the people who have just newly joined, and for the new people, right, that's an important piece, like easy SAT points in your pocket, right? Now this one is also super interesting. I'm just gonna put, okay, great. Let's see how we can do these 2 problems real quick. 15 minutes in, or I know I started a little bit late, so 12 minutes in. Every problem I want to do it in less than 2 minutes. Okay, let's see how many of us can do it. Okay. All right, so let's try this problem first, then we'll do the other problem after this. Okay, well done. Sargun, Memi, excellent. Ben, very good. So guys, here you're given, and for well done. And for those of you who want to look at this, city X is 120, right? 120,000. And this is in 2010, right? 2010. And in 2015, what happens? You're told that this is X, right? So what happens? It increases by 20%. Remember, guys, just very quick formula, right? 120 times 1.2, right? That's how we do it in percents, right? Super easy. New is equal to old times this. So you're going to just multiply it by 1 plus 0.2. And if you don't understand this, right, you've got to attend my percents problem, percent section, right? So that's going to give you 14400, I believe, right? And now you're told that the population, right, the population is the same, right? They're equal. That means in 2015, the population is 14400, right? And now you got to go back here, right? You got to go back here. But now this is where you're going to use the formula, folks. 14400, right? That is the more important thing. And that is equal to, this is the tricky part, all times, right, decreased. So you're gonna do 1 minus 0.1. And again, this is just one formula that we're using, okay? That is new is equal to old times 1 plus. This is so important, guys. This formula is very, very important, okay? And then you're just gonna write down old times 0.9, and this is 144,000, right? And then you just divide by 0.9. Again, I know I'm going fast. I'm going fast here, so stay with me. If you have any questions, I think you should watch the session, but don't get distracted if you don't understand this, because I will explain to you. Just email me, especially my subscribers, if you have a question. But all you should do is just watch this video again. I'm going to give it to all of you, okay? I think we should move on. I know this is super fast, guys. I know some of you have told me, Ash, can you slow down? But this piece is extremely fast, right? Yes, what I multiplied 1200 is I multiply it by 1 plus 0.2, okay? And that's all explained in my percents problem. If you haven't seen it, 1 plus 0.2, okay? Like this, all right? So it's something like this. That's what I multiplied by. Yes, exactly right, Sargun. Well done. So thanks, Sargun. So guys, okay, so now look at this problem, okay? Okay, excellent. Excellent. Okay, so how do you solve this one is, you remember a circular cone, right? A circular cone, the formula is 1/3 pi r squared h, okay? So that's the formula, right? A circular cone, not a cylinder, right, is equal to 24 pi, okay? Super easy. Hi, Elizabeth, well done. Well done, Amy. Okay, so I'm gonna explain this to you. And now that's 24 pi, right? And the height is 2. So just gonna put in 2 over here. I'm just gonna get rid of this. Actually, why don't I just write it over here? 1/3 pi r squared times 2 is equal to 24 pi, right? Now it's simple. All you gotta do is get rid of the pi, right? And then r squared is equal to, right, 24 multiplied by 3, right? Because the 3 goes to the top, and divide by 2. This part is super easy, right? And then all you got to do is 2 times 1 is 2 and 12. So this becomes r squared is 36. And so if r squared is 36, then r is equal to 6. Okay. Once again, this part, to understand this part, you need to know the formula of the cone, which is all there in my cheat sheet, right? This formula of the cone is also given at the start of the SAT test. Once you get this, all you got to do is just plug in this value, just plug in, super simple, just plug in the h over here, inside here, plug in the 24, and just always cancel out the pi, right? And then you're left with this piece. And then if you don't understand this part, definitely email me, because then I can give you some drills, okay? Some IXL and some other math drills, so you can, you'll understand what's going on, okay? So we finished this problem, the percent population problem. Let's look at this problem now. And then after that, yes, Hafsa, yes, you can use the calculator. So remember, this is the calculator part. On Sunday, we did the earlier non-calculator section, okay? So we're starting in the middle of the calculator part because we already completed the other parts, right? So, but yes, if I didn't mention it, it is a calculator section, so you can use a calculator, okay? All right, let's try this one. This is another interesting example. Yes, Zunor, yes. Memorize the formula if possible. The formulas are on the last page of my cheat sheet. Okay. Okay, well done, Vic, Rosie, Hafsa, Jaylee, Ben, Sargun. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We got to move on, right? We're right on target here. We finished 8 problems in maybe 18 minutes, I think. because we started a little bit late. Okay, well done, well done, well done, Rashawn. Welcome, Rashawn. Nadira, nicely done. Okay, so this part is, I think it's easy. You can move on to the next one here, and while I explain this. Okay, so try this problem, guys. Meanwhile, I'm going to explain this problem here real quick. Okay, for those of you who don't get it, the radius, right, is asked in terms of this. So all you got to do is you just got to isolate the radius, right? So you're going to move this here. So move the 3 here. So become 3v, and move the 4 down like this, and the pi down as well, right? So you're going to get a pi over here. Now r cubed is equal to this guy. Okay, once you get this, all you got to do is you're going to take, super easy, if there's this cube here, all you got to do is you're going to take the inverse like this, and you're done. Okay, this comes in the exponents part and the equations part. Okay, so if you don't understand, this is all here, right? Yes, you're going to take the root. Yeah, this is the cube, so it's the cube root, right? So it's the cube root. You can write it like this, you can write it this way as well. Okay, and then you can see, you can pretty much see, you got to take something. So 3, this is clearly gone, and this is gone. These are the only 2 possible choices, and this is like a cube root, so this is the correct answer. Okay, all right, so let's move on, and guys, please watch it again. Well done, Herman, excellent job. Okay, so now try the next problem, folks. I'll wait here for just a few seconds. Now, this is an interesting problem. I'm going to start explaining it in the next 30 seconds, but I see many of you are getting the answer, which is correct. Well done, Rashawn, Sargun, Joel, Jaylee, Herman, Nadira, Ben, Hafsa, Mimi, Rosie, Vic, well done, well done, well done, well done. Okay. So I'm going to explain to you. Remember, in this part, there's always 2 pieces, okay? There's a numerator. So in probability, right, they're asking probability, there's always 2 pieces, the numerator and the denominator. The numerator is always easy. The denominator is a tricky one, okay? What's the denominator? The denominator part always needs to, like, kind of like given that or out of. Anytime you see this, that's the denominator, okay? So now try to just try to simply find the answer over here, that the tablet user did not answer never, okay? So did not answer never. This is how much he answered for never. So everything else is did not answer never, right? So that means because the total percent is 100, you're going to do 100% minus 31.3, right? What is that? Right, 100 minus 31.3. I'm just going to shamelessly use the calculator here. It's 68.7. Okay, 68.7. That's going to go in the denominator. Okay, and in the numerator is what is the probability that they answered always, which is this guy, which is 30.9. And now clearly you can see what's going on over here, right? So you're going to get, okay, you get an answer which is roughly 0.45. Okay, and so this is the answer. Remember, guys, this part is so easy. This is the one which confuses people, and that's why you might have gotten an A as an answer or some other one, right? Remember, this one is whenever you where you're told given or something, that's where it comes in, okay? Sargun, the Zoom recording is gonna be given to you after the session is over, and it's gonna be uploaded on YouTube, okay? But it's a unlisted one. So but I'll give you the link for it. So everybody, my subscribers, people who have joined the bootcamp, they get it anyway. For people for whom this is a trial session, it's going to be on on YouTube as a private video or an unlisted video. Okay, so let's try this one again. There's a shortcut to this, but try it. I think most of you know how to do this. Well done, Mimi, Vic, Sargun, Ben, Jaylee. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Guys, this is the power of solving things together, right? Well done, Rashawn. Well done, Asi. This is the power of solving things together. That's what you do this. Yes, you're gonna graph it, right? So this one, immediately you should know y is equal to something squared means it's a parabola, right? It's a parabola, and you're gonna have y minus a is equal to negative x minus 3 squared. Okay, I'm just going to write this down below over here. y minus a is equal to negative x minus 3 squared, right? And now it's a parabola. Remember, this is just a formula for a parabola. This is just a fancy way of writing y is equal to minus x squared. You know, y is equal to minus x squared. If you don't know this, you definitely got to watch my quadratics and polynomial section, because parabola is just a quadratic. Okay, so y is equal to minus x squared. But not only that, this is the vertex point. Okay, so just a and 3, so 3 comma a, right? As easy as that. The vertex is right here given to you, and that you can clearly see is the maximum point, right? And so D is the correct answer, right? Don't substitute. Yeah, sure, you can substitute if you want to, but how can you find its maximum? This is the way. Remember, the whole idea of doing this is that you got to know what is the vertex of a parabola. Okay, this is the formula for a vertex, and that's how you solve it, right? But yes, there are many, many ways you can solve this problem. I'm just showing you one quicker way to solve it, okay? Once again, guys, in our instructional lessons, it goes much slowly for the people who are just my new subscribers and for people who are watching it for the first time, right? How can we know if they're talking about maximum, minimum? This sign here, Salim. If it's negative over here, right? It's negative over here. It means this way, right? And that's why this is the maximum. Okay. And ask me, like, we can continue this discussion, Salim, in the through email. Which one is maximum? Just remember, this negative means the other way. Okay, well done, guys. Yeah, you're welcome, Salim. Yes. So perfect. Excellent, excellent. Joel, Jaylee, Rashawn, very good. Nadira, Sargun, Mimi, Vic, excellent job. Okay, so what this is saying, guys, is what this is saying. Okay, I'm gonna mute a few folks here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so what this is saying over here, folks, is, let me give me 1 second. All right, so what this is saying here, folks, is maximum value, right, is 84, right, out of positive numbers. So it doesn't matter where it starts from, okay? It's gonna end at 84, right? Let's say it started from like 0, okay? So the range over here is 84, right? Now, what they're saying is 96 is added to it. So let's say from 0 through now, there's of course 84, but there's another number now, 96. So now what's the range, right? What's the range? It's 96, right? So the range was 84 originally, now it became 96. So the difference is 12, right? And so which of the following measures must be 12 greater for the newer data set? And that's why the answer is this, okay? No matter what you do, this number doesn't matter, but all you're doing is you're finding the range. It's 84 and 96. It could be something else if you take the starting number, but the difference is always going to be 12. Okay, so that's your answer. Okay, I think most of you got it. This is again in our data part 2 session. Okay, let's move on, folks. That's right over here. Okay, all of this information, right? If your mean, median, mode, range. So a full hour and plus tons and tons of problems that you get to solve. Okay, and I hope my regular subscribers are finding the time to solve these problems. Okay, so let's move on, guys, to the next problem. Okay, try this one. So Casey, standard deviation means how much it's dispersed from the average. Okay, think about a country where everybody's height is the same. There's 0 standard deviation. A country where everybody's heights, there's some giants and some dwarfs, Casey, that country is going to have a higher standard deviation than compared to a country where people don't have the same height. Okay, for the others, you can just start solving it. This is one of the easiest problems. It looks so complicated, but it's very easy. Yes, you're welcome, Casey. Well done, Vic. Nicely done, Ben. I think there's a race amongst you guys. Who wants to post it first? I feel some people are like, oh, it's me. I want to do it first. Well, anyway, I'm very excited. I'm very excited that you are solving it. So this one doesn't need a graph. All you got to do is x. Just look at it this way. This is like a variable. This is an equation, linear equation, right? With x and y, right? We'll mix x milliliters of a 10% solution, right? So they're giving you and y milliliters of a 20%. So this is all this all X numbers are over here, right? They're 10%, and all these Y numbers are 20%. Okay, so now they're giving you, don't even worry about what is this. If Clayton uses 100 milliliters of the 20%, right? So 20% means Y. All you got to do, guys, is substitute Y is equal to 100, right? That's all you got to do. Just substitute Y is equal to 100 here and solve for X. Okay, so I'm going to do it right over here. I'm going to shut my mouth for a few minutes and I'm going to do it quietly so you can also do it yourself. Okay. So this guy 0.20 times 100 is going to be 20, right? And here it's going to be 0.18x, and then distribute it. You're going to distribute it like this, right? So 0.18 times x, you're going to write this, and then 0.18 times 0. Again, folks, I'm going at a faster speed because we've got to cover this, and this is 18 here, right? So I'm just going to write down 18 over here. And I made a mistake. This is not equal to, it's plus, right? It's plus over here. So plus over here. Now, I think you guys can solve it, right? Remember, this is just unnecessarily complicated. All they're saying is use 100 milliliters of this 20 and just put it inside here. So everything Y is going to be 100. Okay, so now super simple. Group it together. Always move this to the other side so it's a positive number. So 0.18 minus 0.1, right? And this guy, move it to the other side, 20 minus 18, right? 20 minus 18, I'm just going to write this as 2 over here. And this guy is going to be 0.8, right? Again, this video is available for, of course, for people who are in my boot camp as always, but it's also available for people who are watching it for the first time. Okay, 2 divided by 0.8, right? So yeah, so that's the answer over here. Okay, so okay, so my bad, I made a mistake here. This should be 0.08. And this should be 0.08. Okay, so 2 divided by 0.08 is going to give you 2.08 is 2.5, right? So you see how I got the answer. I made a mistake. I said 2.5 looks weird, and I went back and I backtracked where I came and where I made the mistake, right? Even I can make a mistake here. So that's the answer, is 25. Okay, so let's move on, folks. Well done, Rashawn, Herman, Joel, Mimi, Rosie. All right, so hopefully the people can solve this, right? All you got to do is solve this equation, right? Just be careful, or you just got to put 100 over here, and that's it. Okay, so let's go and try to solve the next few problems here. Let's see. Okay. All right, this is just a definition of what an exponential equation is, okay? The problem that I'm going to post is that's what it means, okay? And that all comes in the exponential equations. Yes, you're welcome, Nadira. Okay, so let's look at this particular piece here. Okay, try this. Yes, it could have a, it's a good chance maybe they'll just combine some saline solution, right? And this is so easy, right? This is not going to be very difficult to do. I don't think it's going to be, Rashawn, there's going to be a very high chance of it, but still it might be. Okay, so guys, this video is this is a video recording, right? So if possible, turn your camera on unless you want to be seen by everybody else, right? It's okay. All right, well done, Asi, Otobi, Madira. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, somebody's providing a cameo with their camera turned on. Okay, excellent. So all this is saying is she invited 30 members, right? Every year, right? It multiplied, so 30 times 2. Then the next year again it multiplied, again it multiplied, again it multiplied, again it multiplied, right? So every 5 years, yes, you double it. So the answer is like this, right? In fact, the answer for n years, after n years, is going to be the initial amount times this, okay? This is a super simple exponential problem over here, right? And therefore, it's not increasing linearly. It increases kind of like this, okay? That's the idea. It's got an exponent over here, and that's why it's D, okay? Yes, it's not much. You just gotta understand what is the meaning. This is just a definition. Exactly. Well said, Rashan. Yes, it's just a definition. That's once you get it, that's the difference between linear and exponential, right? Something that keeps growing, multiplying, not adding. Remember, guys, the difference between exponential and linear. Okay, linear means it's adding. Exponential means it's multiplying, right? And here you're doubling, so you're multiplying. So that's the basic difference. Okay, sorry for deleting this. Okay, now let's try it over here, please. And again, it's all explained in the live sessions for my new people who have just joined. Okay. Great. Well done. Well done, Vic, Mimi, Sargon, Ben. Perfect. All right. That's all right, Vic. Joel, excellent. Rosie, well done. Sage, superb. Rashan, well, very good. Okay. So guys, all of this problem I've explained to you, all you need to do, and you might have a variety of ways to do this. Whenever you have this X and Y type of thing, right? You just got to think about it this way. Okay. X is equal to, yes, you can try quite a few ways. You can do, the other part is you can take 0 and A and just start plugging it in. The way I like to do it, I'm just going to explain to you real quick. You can take 0 and A as your first point, right? And then you can take another point as, sorry, A and 0 as your first point, and the second point is going to be 3A and minus A, right? And then you can try to solve this. What do you get? 0 minus negative A over A minus 3A, right? I'm just trying to find the slope over here, folks. So here you get A over negative 2A, and so you get negative half, okay? So you get negative half, so you get Y is equal to negative half X plus B. Now I just got to find B over here. Then you can plug this value inside over here. That's the most standard way of doing it, understanding Y is equal to mx plus B, right? And then you're going to plug in 0 and A over here, right? Yes. So you're going to get exactly 0. So 0 is equal to negative A over 2 plus B, right? And so B is equal to A over 2, okay? And so now you have Y is equal to minus half X plus A over 2, okay? And then you can just move this to the other side, right? You get Y plus half X is equal to A over 2, multiply by 2 on both sides. You get A is equal to 2Y plus X, right? And then you can see this is the answer. A variety of ways of doing this. You can substitute in each of these and you can also try it. But I think this is a more standard way. Remember, Y is equal to mx plus B is your best friend, okay? Whenever you see these, find the M, find the B, simplify it, and you get this answer, okay? Let's move on. Again, I apologize if I'm moving super fast. This is at a very fast speed compared to how we do our usual instruction sets, where we go deeper. This is kind of a review for everybody, okay? All right, now let's try something over here. Okay, so now it's let's look at this problem, and then, because otherwise people are going to be lost and we've got to finish this. You can always watch this later, right? Now focus on this problem. I know it's a bit fast, but focus on this problem if it's okay with you, and then we'll look at, right? You can always watch the video later, right? And watch it at 1.5 speed. 1.5x is a good one to watch my videos. Okay, anyway, so here, this is all you got to do, guys, is rise over run, right? Super easy. This is 10, going up 10, 20, right? So the rise is 10, run is 20. So what's the slope? Again, I told you before, you need Y is equal to mx plus B, right? This is exactly another example, right? So all you need to find is M, which is the rise over run, which is 10 over 2, right? Sorry, 10 over 20, right? 10 over 20, which is 0.5. So you're going to write down Y is equal to 0.5x plus B, right? Now, don't even need to find B. Just look at the answers, and that's an important skill set. Like, look at the answers. This is clearly gone. The slope is something. This could be the answer. This is clearly gone. This is the only one. Boom, there it is. Okay, you don't need to do anything else. You don't even need to find B. Okay. Yes, the slope is positive, so that way you can kind of eliminate the other twos, right? So yes, very good, Rashan. You can do that way as well. The y-intercept as well. So the y-intercept the y-intercept is, you got to be careful where the y-intercept is, right? This is actually the y-intercept goes over here like this, and it crosses the 0 point here. So this is not the y-intercept, because this guy is going to cross over here. They have cut out some of the parts. So 0, 0 is where the y-intercept is going to be. Okay, but the slope is positive. Okay, so watch this video again. If you have any questions, anybody and everybody, please email me. But we got to move on. I'm just trying to give you a flavor of how fast you can solve these, right? And many of you are solving it. Yes, yes. So see, Sargon, there's one quick thing, right? Like you learned one more thing today, right? So they could cut the part out. So that's not the y-intercept, okay? The y-intercept is when the x-coordinate is 0, all right? Okay, all right, try this. This should be super easy. Remember, I'm just going to give you the hint right away. They're asking the x-coordinate. Try to eliminate this by multiplying this equation by 3. Okay, that's all you got to do here. I'm going to quietly solve this while you can also solve it yourself. Wow, people have got some great speeds here. Okay, and then when I multiply this by 3 here, I'm going to get 4.8x, right, plus 1.5y is equal to negative 1.3. The whole idea of multiplying this by 3 is so you get 1.5 and 1.5. When you add these together, it goes to 0, right? And so now what's left over here, right? You've got 7.2, 2.4 plus 4.8, 7.2. And here, sorry, my bad. I keep making mistakes here. It's already late over here. I have had too many, all right, minus 3.9 here, right? And then you get, when you add this, you get minus 3.6. Well done, guys. Yes, Nadira, thank you, exactly right. I just watched it. All right, so great. So now you're going to do this, right? Excellent. And then you get minus 3.6 over 7.2, and this you can use your calculator. You get negative 0.5. Okay, and so that's why this is your correct answer. Yeah, you can use substitution. Rashan, we just did a session, maybe it was, I think it was just Friday or something, where I pointed out which situations you got to use elimination and which ones you got to use substitution. Okay, so you can use whichever you want. This one, for this problem, you need to use elimination. There are certain types of problems where you use substitution. Okay, but both of them work, doesn't matter. Okay, guys, another problem, this problem which I'm going to show you. Why did I multiply ASCII? Because I want to make this 1.5. Once I make this 1.5, right, because I multiply this, that's the elimination. And ASCII, email me if you have any questions. I'll give you some great IXL drills, okay? So when you multiply it, you get negative 1.5, positive 1.5, and you cancel. That's the whole idea of elimination. Yes, very good, Sargon. Thanks for explaining to him. Sorry, I don't understand. My understanding of people's names is very bad, so I apologize for my. Okay, all right, here it is. So this again problem, you just look at the answers before even reading it. Okay, you should immediately understand it's like an exponent problem. There's no need to even read this problem. All they're asking you is what is the meaning of an exponential problem, and that definition is the original amount times, right, or the old amount, which we've already done, old amount times 1 plus the percent. Guys, we just did this, right? Like we you know this formula, nu is equal to old times 1 plus percent, right? And then you're just gonna raise it to the time. Okay, that's it. That's all it's saying. There's nothing really much to it. And so it's 310 times 1 plus 01 to the t, right? It cannot be any of these, right? This is ridiculous. This one is like, anytime you see this, it's like you can just laugh it out. This is the most important one. Remember, there's a number here, the percent number, 1 plus the percent, and then the time over here, right? Remember, this is so important to remember. What's the option B? Yes, yes, sir. It's crazy. Like they just, remember the A choice is the craziest, and then after B, right? They're just unnecessarily trying to confuse you. This way, maybe you're just in a rush and then you see, oh, this is actually in the exponent, and that's why it's incorrect, right? So yes, it is important to know exactly, well said, Roshan. It's important to know where the numbers go. Okay, so this part is good. We are now on problem 27, super easy problem. I would like it. I would like it if you were able to solve this problem So yeah, because it's increasing Zunor. So it's going to be 1 plus the percent. If it were decreasing, it would be 1 minus. Okay. If as far as I remember, that's what where it was. But again, email me if you have questions. But I think if once you watch it again, it's going to be super easy for you. And I think everybody should watch this at 1.5x. Okay, this is super easy. Just distribute this inside and just get the answer. I'm going to be quiet. So try it. Meanwhile, I'll just write down the formula for you, Rashawn. It's nu is equal to old times 1 plus percent to the time. That's the formula. Okay. So that's for the previous one, what you were asking, Rashawn. So anyway, over here, it's super easy. You just got to distribute, right? Super easy. Let's distribute it over here. 2 over 3 times 9x minus 2 over 3 times 6, okay, is equal to 9x minus 6, okay? 2 over 3, so 3 times 1, 3 times 3, so that's 2 times 3 is 6, right? That's the speed, guys. That's the speed, okay? Casey, it's 1 plus if it increases, 1 minus. I was just telling Zunor that 1 plus percent is when it increases. 1 minus the percent if it's decreasing. Okay, hopefully that helped. If it were decreasing, it would be 1 minus. Okay. Again, all of this is covered in my percent section right over here. Okay, this comes in the percents module, right? You're gonna get tons of problems to solve. Okay. All right. So how do you do this? You got 6x minus 3 times 1, 3 times 2, so that's 4. Right, is equal to 9x minus 6, okay? So guys, this should be super easy for you to solve, right? Okay. Very good, excellent. So now you know how to do this, right? So you're gonna move this over here, 6 minus 4 is equal to 3x, right? And then, sorry, 6 minus 4, yes. And then you can find the x value, and then you get 2 over 3. I believe that's what it should be. And then you should be able to solve it. What have I done wrong here? So 6x minus 4 is equal to 9x minus x over here. So you get 3x is equal to 6 minus 4 is 2. So x is equal to 2 over 3, right? And then you can solve it to get the answer. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thanks. You're an angel, Dev. So that's exactly what I did, right? So that's what I did. So 3x is equal to all of this stuff, and I'm myself in a rush over here to solve this now. So 3x is equal to minus 2, right? And so x is equal to negative 2 over 3, right? X is equal to negative 2 over 3, right? Remember, this is not the answer because they're asking you 3x minus 2, right? And then you just plug this in over here. 3 times negative 2 over 3 minus 2. 3 and 3 cancel out. So that 2 times negative 2 is negative 4, right? So this is your answer. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. I know I'm creating this rush myself because I do want to finish all of these problems today. It might take a little bit more than an hour to do it, but I do want to get this done. Let's wrap it up real quick. I'm going to just explain how to do this problem. Okay, and thanks again for guys for your patience. Okay, this is the same problem, so I'm just going to get rid of this. Let's move to the next page. Let's start doing this problem. Okay, so I'm happy everybody's getting that. Wow, pretty much everybody got it. Okay, except me. I'm the dummy here. I made a mistake, but then I recovered thanks to Dev. Okay, so this problem super easy. Fx is equal to x plus 2, x minus 3. Don't worry, Rashan. This is like for half the people here, they're part of my boot camp, right? They have good experience doing this, right? These practice sessions are, so some of them are supposed to be fast. It's a box of chocolates, and some of them are supposed to be slow, okay? Yes, so perfect. So guys, over here, right? If k is a positive integer, right? Remember, all you got to do is x minus x plus 3, right? You can write it as x minus minus 3 and x minus k, okay? X plus 3, I've written it like this, right? These 2 points are the intercepts. Always remember, these are the intercepts, which means they cut the x-axis. This guy's cutting it at -3, and this guy's cutting it at K, okay? So where does it cut? This over here, it cuts it at -3, right? And then here, it cuts it at -2, so that's gone. Here, it cuts it at -2, it's gone. And here, it cuts at -3. So these are the two possible choices, right? Now, out of these, all you gotta remember is when you multiply X and X over here, if the value is positive, guys, right? You foil it, and you multiply this, you get X squared, which has a positive in front of it. It means it's gonna be positive, right? It's gonna go up over here. It's gonna be up like this, okay? It's gonna be like this. Yes, yes. For people who haven't understood this, right? It's in the parabola section. It's coming, okay? It's in this parabolas and quadratic section right over here in the quadratics, because this is a quadratic. A quadratic is also a parabola, and I'm gonna explain to you exactly what this intercept form is. All it is saying is where it cuts the x-axis, okay? So don't worry about this problem, right? Those are the roots. Yes, exactly right. So -3 and K, those are the roots. So this one is going to be the opposite sign. Well done, Sargon, well said. Okay. Yes, Roshan, yes, those get reversed. Okay, so that's explained again, but let's move on. So yeah, so if you got X plus 7, right, is equal to 0, right? What do you do? X is equal to -7, right? That's why look, it's sign flipped. This is the root, right? So that's what Sargon is trying to tell you, or Sargon is trying to tell you. And I apologize, guys, if I totally mess up your names. So, okay, this problem should be so easy for people to solve. Okay, let's see who can solve it first. Coming up in just 2 seconds. Okay, so let's see how you guys solve this one. Super easy linear equations. Okay, why, right? Very easy to solve it. Okay, so try it. Okay, let's try it over here. Yes, Nadira, we haven't done it. We're going to do it soon. In fact, it's coming up just maybe on Wednesday or Friday. Okay, so very soon. Well done, Vic, Ben, Mimi, Sargun, Nadira, Rashawn, Rosie. Very good, folks. And again, all of these ideas are covered, okay? So here, all you got to do is remember, they're asking you 1.88. As I mentioned, 1.88 is the increase in L, okay? 1.88 is the increase in L. Okay, that's all you need to understand. Okay, so the increase in L, right? So for one increase in his length, that's all you got to be worried about. Not height, not the 1 inch increase in its length, not the height. So increase in the length. Okay, so that's why this is gone. This is useless and useless. Okay, so just it's got to be increase, right? In one increase. Okay. The way you're going to prove it is set L to be 0, set L to be 1. You're going to find the height, whatever it is, and find the height over here. Take the difference. You're going to find out 1.88. Okay, and this comes in the linear equations. The method is exactly right. L is equal to 0, and then L is equal to 1, and then you just find the heights and you take the difference, and you're going to find that is 1.88. Okay, so that comes in the linear equations, by the way. Okay, and by the way, guys, what this is the whole set of linear equations, right? These are all the problems that I'm going to give to you. I've given it to many of you here. You solve it, right? This is the most important set of linear equations, okay? All of these problems, all these ideas are here. I explain most of them, and right, and I give them to you. You solve them. If you have any difficulties, you can always get back to me. All of these are the linear equation. This accounts for a huge amount. And I've selected all of these problems. I combine them together and you solve them at once. Okay, I think that's the best way for you to solve these. Okay, so with that, let's move on to this problem. We've got 9 more problems left. The hint over here, folks, is think about it like this. This is 90 degrees. Think about it, this guy over here. Okay, and now because, right? So AB, you can take this to be 2. This is 1 and 1, right? Now this is 2 and 1, right? If this is 2 and 1, this part comes in the trig section. The hypotenuse is 2 and one of the lengths is 1, right? It means something about this angle and this angle. It's a 30, 60, 90 angle. Okay, now that I've told you this, try to find out the angle. What is it? Okay, remember, if you got a triangle, right, I'm going to show this to you. If you're having trouble over here, try to understand what's going on. Okay, this is 2, this is 1. If this is 2 and this is 1, okay, the hypotenuse is 2 and this is 1, then this is a 60 degree. Okay, always remember that. Okay, exactly right. Well done, Sargon. Yes, well done, Hafsa, Rashawn, Ben, Nigel, Rosie, Sahil. Good to see you, Sahil. Excellent, Vic, Indira, Kimi, Nigel. Very good. Very good, guys. So 2 and 1, right? And so this is 60 and this is 90, okay? So remember, this is 2 and 1 over here, okay? And then this guy is radical 3. You don't need to worry about this, but remember 30, 60, 90, it's a super important. The other one is 45, 45, 90. Again, we cover all of these angles, like these 2 important angles in our boot camp, okay? And I haven't talked about the boot camp, my favorite part of the session. And my subscribers hate me for this. Thanks for your patience, guys. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll explain this. So this is this piece over here, right? This is a 20-hour boot camp, right? 20-hour math boot camp. Every hour I take one topic, percents and exponents. Then I explain the most important pieces and I give you the problems to solve, right? The problems to solve. And then once the problem is solved, right, we move to the next topic, which is usually within the next 2 or 3 days. Some of you are having school, right? It's difficult. So what you can do is you can watch as many videos as you want, and the remaining I will send to you through email, right? All the recorded videos, I send it to you once you join my bootcamp, right? So that's the part of the bootcamp, right? So let's say you're able to watch polynomials, circles, angles, and suddenly you don't want to watch, have trouble watching scatter plots. The next session you can watch, and then you can watch word problems. Meanwhile, I'll be sending you this. So you continue to watch this. And the good part is that even after you finish watching this, you can watch it all over again the second time, right? And that's, guys, if you're able to watch this the first time and you watch it the second time, you're golden, right? Because I covered so many problems and you get a habit of solving it faster. You see everybody else solving it and it just improves your speed and your attention, right? Like right now, it's almost 57 seconds in or 57 minutes since we started the session. I don't know if you think it's 57, but it's actually that much time has passed, right? So this is my boot camp over here, right? It's $95 one-time fee, right? One time you got to pay $95. This used to be at a massively higher price, but it's just $95. And you can buy the session immediately. I'm just going to show you how it looks like, right? So it's going to be right over here, okay? So I'm going to post it over here so you can watch it. So this is the link, right? If you're interested, right, all you got to do is click on this link and you're going to arrive at this piece over here, right? You're going to be arriving at this piece and then you click just join, and then you can disconnect, right? You can enter your information over here, right? So just looking and staring at the problems is not going to help. I think you need to participate in these sessions again and again, and that's how you are going to get a great score, okay? So if you refer your friend and if they join, it's a discount, okay? If you refer your friend and if they join, it's a discount. Yes. So yes, some people have referred as many as 6 friends and they've really gotten the whole money back. So they paid 95, then they referred one friend, they referred like tons of friends, and some of them bought, and so they were getting $15 per friend over here, okay? So that's also here, like you get a referral of $15 discount per friend who actually joins the session, okay? So with that, let's move on, folks, to the next part over here. I know it's almost time, but if you can stay with me for another 10 minutes, we should be done, okay? This problem, super easy to solve. Just try referring your friends. There's a very good chance they will buy, okay? So you can always tell them, yes, just go to Blue Rocket Academy, just ask them to email me and they'll join it. And I would say there's a good chance they will buy it, and then you can get the referral anyway. So don't stop yourself from referring your friends. Okay, so let's start with this problem. All you gotta do is she already buys 5 apples, guys. So just what's the cost of this times this? Well done, Rosie. Well done, Vic. Well done, Ben. Okay, so remember you have got $8 to spend, right? You've got $8 to spend. Out of the $8, you already bought 5 apples, which cost 0.65. So 5 times 0.65. Okay, and then the remaining amount of money you're going to use to buy oranges. So work on it, work on it. I'm here. So this is 3.25. Yeah, it's meant to be. And those are the, you don't have time, right, to solve them, so I'm going and then don't know what to do about it. But let's see how we can do these ones, okay? And so this 3.25, right? And then you got 8 minus 3.25, right? So what do you get over here? 8 minus 3.25, that's 4.75, right? So you've got $4.75, guys. And then each of the oranges costs 0.75. So I'm just going to divide this by 0.75, okay? And so the answer is 6.33. Of course, that means 6 oranges and another 0.33 of an orange, which you obviously cannot buy, right? So that's why the answer is just simply 6. Okay, super easy problem to solve. Let's move on to the next piece over here. Okay. Okay, try to simplify it in the easiest fraction. I think that makes sense. Okay, so try to simplify it, Rosie, in the simplest fraction. I think that's a bit better way to do it. Okay, you won't get it wrong, but you never know about the SAT, right? It's like just tries to find people. They don't want many people to get like a 750 or something, so they just, I think it's best to create a fraction or actually convert it to a decimal. Converting it to a decimal, if possible, is the best choice, because then there's no ambiguity about it. Okay, so this one, super easy. As I've told in the triangle section, all you got to do is just write down a plus b plus c is equal to 180 degrees, okay? As soon as you see a triangle, that's all you got to do. And then you just substitute a is equal to 34 here. 34 plus b plus c is 180, right? Then you keep your eye on what they're asking, b plus c, right? So you subtract 34 from both sides, and you set b plus c by itself, right? This goes away, and so this answer is 146, right? 180 minus 34 is 146. So that's your answer, right? Again, guys, I know I'm moving fast. This is not the speed at which we usually move, but I just want to show you how fast somebody can solve it, right? The actual explanations are much in detail. You're going to understand the most important problems and how to solve them. I give you cheat sheets as well. Right, so you get all of this material. Meanwhile, try to solve this problem, okay? I'll show you what how the cheat sheet looks like for people who join my session. Okay, well done, folks. Excellent. And this is how the cheat sheet looks like for people who are just, right? So this has got a little bit of information, right? All of this information, and this has got all of the formulas that you need in the back, right? Everything like the cone thing that we were talking about is right over here. All of these formulas are over here. All the methods to solve these problems, right? Right now, it might seem a bit complicated for some of you, but we cover pretty much everything in this, okay? It's based on how questions were asked in the past few years. Okay, so all right, this should be super easy, right? You can of course add it, but look, there's a shortcut. You can think about it like this: 1600, right? This is 1600 here in the middle. How about this guy and this guy? Their average is also 1600, right? And so this guy's and this guy's average should also be 1600. So how can this guy's and this guy's average be 1600, right? So this is 500 on this side, and that's going to be 500 on that side. So you get 2500 right over here, because 700 plus 2500, the average of that is also going to be 1600. That's the shortcut, okay? But you can do it any which way you want. You can do 700 plus this plus x over 5 is 1600. That works as well. So both of these, but keep your eye out on how to solve it. Sometimes the difference, it's super easy. You can see, oh, this guy and this guy average here. So this guy and this guy should also average to 1600, and the distance from here to here should then be plus 500, and that should give you the shortcut, okay? Now let's move on to the next one. We've got 5 more problems, and thank you again, folks, for your patience. It should be done in less than 10 minutes, I hope. Well done, Rashan. I think many of you guys got this. Well done. Wow. And the folks who are watching, right, like, please participate, right? Participating is the most important thing here, okay? Otherwise, you can just watch a video on YouTube, right? Then what's the point of doing all of this? Okay, you participate, you get excited. Okay, well done. Well done, Vic, Sargun, Rosie. Excellent. This is super simple. All you got to do is plug it in. Y is equal to mx, and y is equal to 17 when x is equal to a. That's your first equation. Now they're asking you when x is equal to 2a, right? So just plug x to be 2a. So you get y is equal to m times 2a, right? I'm just going to write down, and remember, this is an important piece of how to arrange numbers. That's helpful. Always put the number in the front. So you're going to write down 2ma. But ma is equal to 17, right? So this guy I can substitute to be 17. So you got 2 times 17, which is 34, right? Super easy. If you're having difficulty, right, this is all in the linear equation section, right? Once again, you substitute it. Just keep substituting, and then you get the answer, okay? As soon as you see y is equal to mx, your job is to just keep substituting. This is, again, I've told you many times, like any curve you get, and let's say they say a point is like 0.5, just substitute inside the equation and you get it. Yes. Yes, A can be like unnecessarily confusing, right? So remember, let's move this, right? The people who are having difficulty, and I know some of you will have difficulty, just email me. I'll explain it again to you, or just watch it again, right? Remember, all you got to do is you substitute A here, you get 17 is equal to MA, okay? That's the first part. You use this part of the equation. The next part is given here. What is x equal to 2a? I'm just going to substitute 2a inside y is equal to mx again, right? This is the most important equation. I get y is equal to 2 times ma, right? Because m times 2a, m times 2 times a is just 2 times ma, right? And then I select this ma from here. I get rid of this ma, but instead I put in 17. So 2 times 17 is 34. You can use proportions as well. Exactly right. Yes, you can use proportions as well. Well done, well said. Okay. Yes, multiple equations had to be made. Exactly right. Now, this is an important part, guys. This could be very interesting problem. This is easy, right? Like just doing this section, right? Some of you could have as many as 50 points in your pocket, right? Just looking at this, right? Right. So imagine how you can work on this. And now, guys, let's move on to the next problem right over here. Okay. So focus on the next problem. Don't worry about some other method, right? Just focus on what I'm showing you, because this is an important problem, guys. Okay, we just did this infinitely many solutions. We were talking about it very recently, right? What is infinitely many solutions? It means that there are two lines, and they are having the same slope and the same intercept. Okay, that's what it means by infinite solutions. Okay, so think about this as one line. Okay, so let's think about this as y is equal to a times x plus b, right? I'm going to just simply write it as ax plus ab. Okay, that's y is equal to ax plus a. And I'm going to write down this guy as y is equal to 4x plus 10. Okay, now I already told you that the slope should be same for infinitely many solutions. This is all covered, by the way, okay, in one of these sections over here in the system of linear equations. Okay, system of equations over here. So all you got to do is just match the coefficients. So a is equal to 4. That's it. Easy. This is the slope, and that's the slope. A and 4 are the same, and that's the slope. And then just match this guy with this. AB is equal to 10. And so what are they asking you? They're asking you B. Just take B is equal to 10 over A. And like you said, Rashan, right? You got two equations again. A is equal to 4 and this. I'm just going to put 10 over 4, which is 2.5, right? So that's the answer. Well done, Casey, Rosie, Joel, Vic, Ben, Mimi. Excellent, 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 excellent. Okay, so remember this part, if you don't know, infinitely many solutions mean same slope, same intercept. Okay, then you got to split this as one equation and this as the other equation. Okay, all of this pieces over here. Somebody's asking where's the link to join this session. I'm just going to post it one more time over here. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome, Rashawn. So this is the link, guys. Sorry, not this link, my bad. I'm going to send you this link again over here. This is the link. Okay, so once you click on this link over here, you're going to go to this page. You can just buy it by yourself. You can ask your parents or your relatives. You ask them to click on it. You're going to get over here. You click on this link over here, and then you just got to pay. You just got to enter your information, etc. And then you're all set, right? Remember, we've got a whole lot of things here. We've not only got 20-hour course, right? All of these problems. We are doing this practice session right now, which is the test, right? There's tons of these we do. That's really going to boost your scores. Some people have gained like a ton of scores and they've gone to their dream college, right? A lot of people have thanked me, parents have thanked me to actually, how I manage this, right? It's super affordable, right? Just $95. And that's really going to help you get into a great college, okay? So, so when the test comes, right, it's usually on a Saturday, right? The Friday before that, we do a review session for the people who are having the test. And then again, Sunday, boom, because the people who are taking the test on Saturday, there are many other people who are gonna take the test 1 month from now, right? From that day. So we continue the sessions, and the sessions are always in a cycle. So if you join the session at any time, like let's say you join the session, it's gonna be polynomials, quadratics, and the graphs we were talking about. You look at this, then you're gonna start. You can start anytime. It's just a cycle, right? This could be your first session, then this could be your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then it comes over here. Usually it's finished in like maybe 3 weeks, but I highly encourage you, right? It's finished less than in 3 weeks, and then you can watch this again, and you can ask me the videos for the past sessions, so you can immediately watch. Some of you have been very proactive doing this. Yes, I do 3 reading sessions. Okay. I was just going to mention it. Yes, I was just going to mention it, right? So I do 3 reading sessions over here. Okay, so all of these ideas over here, right? All of these ideas are included, right? So remember that I do reading sessions as well, 3 of them. So you're going to get some great idea on how to read stuff, right? How do you read stuff? How do you annotate some of the stuff, right? And then how do you basically look at the problems? How do you answer? There are 7 main types of questions, right? There are 7 main types of questions. So let's look at how to move on now to the next part. Okay, so let's go to the next piece over here, right? Let's look at the next problem here. Let's look at 36. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so yes, some other people are doing the test, but you're not able to do them the way I am doing it. I'm showing you way more shortcuts, and I'm doing it in real time with you. I'm giving you time to do it, right? So those people are also genuine. They're great teachers, right? So everybody's great. So you can do whichever you want. It's up to you. But here you're actually solving the problems, right? Thanks, Rosie. Yes. So you're actually solving it, and I'm giving you so many free sessions, and you can do so many things here. Okay, so let's move on, guys. 36. Let's look at problem 36. Multiple ways to do it. There's a vertex way to do it, but I'm going to do it in a quadratic way because I want to show you one super easy way to think about problems here. But yes, go for it. 36, and then we've got just 2 more problems, and then we're done. Okay. Thanks, folks. I know this was supposed to be, wow, it's like 75 minutes or almost 70 minutes over here. And many of you are here. Thanks for your patience again. Okay. Yes, a variety of ways to do this. Think about it. Think about it for just a minute, and then I'm going to solve this, okay? So what you're told is that y is equal to c, right? Y is equal to c. So what do you do here? This piece over here intersects the parabola in at least in exactly one point. So there's this parabola of some sort, right? This actually parabola should be like this because it's a negative line here, right? And it's cutting this over here like this. So basically they're saying that this is a vertex, right? You can use it as a vertex form. The answer is the vertex, but I'm going to show you an easier way because y is equal to c here, right? You just substitute y is equal to c inside here. So you're going to get c is equal to negative x squared plus 5x plus c. Okay, and you're told that this thing, right, has only one solution. So I know this is a slightly harder problem, but I'm going to write it as a quadratic. I'm just going to write this as x squared. I'm going to move all of these guys over here. X squared minus 5x plus c is equal to 0. Okay, and if it has got exactly one solution, and we covered this in the quadratics, it means it's b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0. Okay, that's one way to think about it. So what you're going to do over here is, this is b over here, so you can do negative 5 squared minus 4a is 1 over here, c is equal to 0, and there you see, you can solve it. Okay, there is c over here, right? You're told that y is equal to c, that intersects it. So y is equal to c at this point here, and so it intersects. So this point lies on the parabola, and that's why, you know, it can be over here, right? And so all you got to do is solve this guy now, right? And then you get the answer, right? Exactly right, Sargon. So that's the discriminant, right? And so you can write negative 5 squared, which is 25, is equal minus 4c is equal to 0, right? 25 is equal to 4c, or c is equal to 25 over 4, which is 6.25, right? Let me ask you one quick question now. This is for everybody, okay? If x squared, okay, minus, I'm going to do it one more time, minus 16, that's a bit too much, minus 6x plus c is equal to 0. And this has only one solution. So what's the answer to this? It is very important, Rushan. What is the answer to this? If it has only one solution, okay? If it's got only one solution, folks, the answer is, you can do it in a variety of ways. You might probably know how to do this in a different way, but it's just b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, okay? All you got to do is this. This is 1, this is a over here, this is b, and this is c over here, right? So all you're going to do is you're going to do b, which is minus 6 squared, minus, right, minus 4, 1c is equal to 0, right? So 36 minus 4c is equal to 0, and 36 is equal to 4c, and so c is equal to 36 over 4, which is equal to 9, right? And that's how to get it. So Rushan, you're asking something where I'm just trying to tell you, you just need to memorize this. So just memorize this, and then you'll be able to use it for a variety of problems. Most importantly, when they give you a quadratic and they ask you how many solutions you need, right? So it's super easy. It takes less than 5 minutes, right? Exactly right, Sargun. So when they ask you to find out how many solutions you've got, that's a very important part of the discriminant. Not only that, the actual formula of a quadratic is this, right? That's the discriminant inside right over here. So if you remember the discriminant, you can easily solve any quadratic. These are the roots of the equation, and this guy is the discriminant right inside here, b squared minus 4ac. So I think this is a very important thing to memorize. It's super easy as well, and it's all covered in my sessions over there, okay? Now we're coming to the very, very end, guys. Congratulations on staying. With me, I think just maybe 1 or 2 people. 0 means one solution. Exactly right. 0 means one solution. Okay. So guys, focus on this problem now. Okay, focus on this problem, folks. Yes. So work on it. Very good. You can use dimensional analysis. That's a good way to do it. Excellent. 200 miles per hour, right? So 200 miles per hour. And all they're asking is feet per second, right? Feet per second. So now just convert the mile to feet. It's given right here in front of you guys. So mile, in place of the mile, you can put in 200 times 5280 feet, right? Miles to feet is this way. And then on the bottom, hours to seconds, because they're asking in feet per second. So you need to convert this to seconds. So what do you do here? Hour, 1 hour has 60 minutes and 60 minutes have 60 seconds, right? And 1 minute has 60 seconds. So this way is going to be over here. So I'll explain to you what is the dimensional method real quick as well. So you can think about it like this. So you can get this answer 60 times 60, right? And then you can get the answer as 293, right? So another way you can think about this way is like this: 200 miles, right? This is one way. You can also, there are a variety of ways of doing this, right? So all you got to do is you can multiply this, kind of look at the miles, right? You can write down 1 mile here, and then you put in 5280 right over here, like this, feet, right? And this dimension cancels out, right? You cancel out this dimension like this. Now you got feet over here. Now hour, the same way, you just multiply this hour, right? You can put in hour over here, and you can put in like how many hours, right? So 1 hour is 60 times 16 seconds. So it's the same thing. The hour and hour dimensions cancel out. And so you got 200 times over 1 times 5280, 1, and 1 over 60 times 60. And then you copy down feet and second over here. This kind of thing is useful over here. This one is easier, but let's say you've got a lot of problems and there's a problem with the Roman pace, right? And for my subscribers, and Rosie, you're my subscriber, it's actually in, I think, in the ratios section, okay? So you can do that one as well, okay? So this one, you can work on this idea, okay? Perfect. So let's move on to the last part over here. Okay. Cool. All right, here's the last piece. Very cool. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Quite a few ways to do this. Easy. I don't even need to solve this for anybody, right? If you want to solve it, there are 2 ways to solve it, right? You've got 200 miles, 1 hour. So you can always do this thing that I've told before, 200 miles, or you can use the D is equal to RT kind of thing. 200 miles is 1 hour, right? And then they're asking you how many is half hour, right? So how many seconds is in half mile? So 0.5 mile, right, is how many? But remember, 1 hour is how many seconds. You can always convert, whoops, you can always convert this. Yes, so these last 2 questions were actually easy, unfortunately, this time, right? So you got 60 times 60 seconds, right? And that's gonna be X over here. So you can just multiply it whichever way. There's tons of ways to do this. X times 200 is equal to 60 times 60 over times 0.5. Right? And then you bring this guy down here, and then you're going to get your answer, right? Whatever it is, 60 times 0.5 divided by, so that's 1800 over 200, and that's equal to 9, right? So that brings us to the end of the series, right? So watch this again, right? Last 2 or 3 problems are always confusing, but thankfully these ones were easier. Once again, guys, thanks for the session. This is just the test part, right? There's tons of tests in addition to just the last test that we did wasn't even the college practice test, right? We were doing other stuff. So the next session is going to be on Wednesday. The next session is going to be on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right? And we are going to do quadratics, we're going to do polynomials, all of these ideas, discriminants, etc. Right? So this is an important one, right? This test is this test, by the way, was number 10. Okay, so this section is super important, right? And after you do this, right, you can let's see where we are. We are over here. So polynomials and quadratics, circles, angles, and then in the middle, I'm going to put in some reading as well, right? So for people who have joined the bootcamp, right, there's going to be some reading skills as well, so you can understand how to do the English part. Okay, so here it is for people who are asking. Here's the link. You click on the link, right, and then you can go over here, and then you can join the session. Okay, so email me. You're welcome, folks. Right, so what we do is we do sessions Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Sunday. Sunday is a very popular day, right? We do a lot of extra stuff in addition to these instructions, like reading stuff, math tests, and this was continuation of the last Sunday. Okay, so folks, thank you very much. I'm gonna send you the recording for this maybe in an hour's time. Okay, and if you want to join, let me know. But otherwise, it was a pleasure. Thanks everybody, and have a good night. Bye.